Welcome to my first person cooker. Alright, today I'm going to be showing you how to make some chicken fried rice. Alright, this is Banana Mustang, I'll be your host. Alright, so what we're going to need right now is we're going to actually have some chicken, because you can't be chicken fried rice without the chicken. We're also going to have 1 egg. It's enough really to make 2 people from everything we're doing. So you can have 2 eggs. Alright, some salt, some pepper, an onion. Now the type of onion you can use could be a lot of different things. You can have a big sweet onion, a yellow onion. Alright, I got this yellow onion right here. Have some fun with that. A little bit of oil. And some soy sauce. Of course, rice and water. Alright, first, let's get the onion ready. The cutting board, a knife, and the onion. Alright. You don't have to use the whole onion, alright? You can use just part of it. Half of it's best. Alright. So, I'm going to use all of my filler words, so I'm going to say alright a lot. Slice. And slice. Alright, let's go with, which half do I like better? I go with this half. This half I'll save for something else another time somewhere else. So, go. Peel the onion away. Get rid of this layer. Ah, crap, I grabbed the white onion. Ah, that's alright. Onions have layers. Onions are like ogres. Or ogres like onions. Alright. What you want to do is you can dice up the onion really good. Alright? So, you don't have to cut the whole thing up. Just cut up at different angles. Alright? Leave a little bit on one of the sides. So, you cut it down here. Like that. And when you cut it, doesn't have to be perfect along the line. And right there. This is the easiest way to dice this. So now that you got it like that, all you gotta do is slice down. You're gonna have it diced all on its own at that point. So you don't have to go back and forth. The other trick that you want to try and obtain with this is not to form an emotional bond with the onion. Okay, you also want to try to avoid getting emotional bonds with ogres too, because onions are like ogres and ogres have layers. Once you get to this last point, this is part you can just go ahead and chop the rest of this up. Alright, and now, if you like big chunks of onion, you go ahead and leave it like this. But I would say go ahead and just slice it. Just give it You will get onion all over the place. Okay, now you got your onions. Gonna go, and let's get this all put together. They've formed an emotional bond with the onion. Oh God. Timmy was a good onion. It was such a good onion. All right. Actually, what's this? We got onions. Let's bring her. Who didn't put out the wok? Wok. You could also use a saute pan. The thing is, what's good about the wok, it's got a really rounded out bottom, so it moves around a lot better. Okay? Now, first thing you want to do when you get the wok up is you want to get a flame up. Alright. Alright. Give that a second. What we're going to do is we're going to take some oil. What some people say to do is to let it warm up first. Alright? Now, I'm not a chef, so I'm not going to say let it warm up first. I'm going to say go ahead and let's go ahead and just get some oil in that, huh? You don't want a lot, just enough. You're just coating the pan. That's all you're doing. All right. You can, like I said, you can use a saute pan. That's good. Usually bigger. All right. And get your little wok spatula. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take some of the onions. You're gonna get it in there, and you're gonna brown up the onions a bit. All right. In the meantime, while that warms up, let's go ahead and get our chicken ready. All right. I save a little bit of time. Usually what I wind up doing is I'm going along as I wash my dishes. Okay. Da-da-da. Now right now I have it at a medium heat, which is going to be good for getting it warmed up. Okay. And in the meantime, I can prep some of this chicken over here. Now I got chicken tenders. Now, when you do this, you can use chicken breast, or you can straight out use chicken tenders like I did. The idea when doing this is the fact that all Asian food is usually really small, so you can pick it up with chopsticks. Okay? So while you're doing this, you want to try and find the tenons. Now, I'm using the wrong knife. This is actually a vegetable knife, but it'll still cut. Okay. You could do it like this. Get them nice and out there like that. I'm going to cut this one because it's a little bigger. Now, I am picky, so I will seek out this tenon right here and remove it. Out you come, you fiend! Okay, that's a bit of a mess right there. I cut that right there, okay? I cut this guy again, and I cut this one again. Why not? Who's gonna stop me from cutting this chicken? You wear a disguise to look like human guys, but you're not a man, you're a chicken, boo. I'll be honest, these pieces are actually fairly small enough. I don't really have to cut and recut and stuff. But, why not? Let's cut, 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 and cut, and cut. This is going to be the fun one. Like I said, I'm a picky person. One thing that you just want to not do, at least that I try not to do, is have something chewy. When you're eating, it's supposed to be nice and soft and not really mushy, but just soft and tasty. And then you get something chewy in there. Yes, tender, exactly. Sorry, the voices in my head are attacking again. What voices? All right. That piece of chicken's coming out. So, this is enough chicken. So what we'll do with the chicken is I'm going to go and stick them in this ramekin. There, chicken's there, chicken's ready. That, and we're done with this. Now remember, make sure you clean up everything. I got meat on my hands. Always try to keep your hands clean when you cook. I think this pan is ready. Yes, it is. All right. Oh, yes. All right. That around a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have this other ramekin ready. This guy right here. And what he's going to want to doing is he's going to host the onions. Okay. So, what you can do is you can saute your onions. All right. Do it all at once. There it goes. Don't be shy. All right. Try and keep that pan moving. All right. Once your onions are sauteed and brown, all right. What you're not going to wind up doing is avoid any burning of them. Okay. Now I use the whole half onion for this thing, but what I'm doing is when I go to make both plates of the chicken fried rice, is I'm going to, okay, got two little guys in here that joined in on the fray. Get to them. Yeah, there's another one. Alright. What you're going to wind up doing is, after you're done cooking, getting these a little browned up a little bit, starting to turn brown. Is you're going to wind up having it separate, so that when you go and you can actually make the chicken fried rice itself, you just use half and then use the other half for the rest of the rice. Okay, and now, the question is, what now? Shit's browned up. Take it. And smells good. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, 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 pat. Pour, 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 pour. This is all on a medium heat. You can do it on a medium high if you're a little bit more skilled at this. But your first time doing it, definitely do it at a medium low. Take your time. There's no rush. Okay, don't worry about if you have some of the onions still left over in the pan. going to add to the flavor in a little bit. So right now we're done with the wok and that. Those are nice and warm and hot. Next is going to come the chicken. So your onions are good. Chicken's good. Okay. Now, onion skin all over the place. You're going to whiten up the chicken. All right, but before you whiten up the chicken, because that's the process you want to take a little bit of time with, let's take our rice and prep it.
Now put in your rice cooker. You can boil your rice. It's a little bit longer process. Okay, just pour it in. Some people like to, some people like to rinse their rice out. I rinse my rice out. I always rinse my rice out. But there are some packages out there that say not to rinse the rice because it has, they added some vitamins and minerals to the outside and has to get cooked onto the rice. Those, you gotta make sure you read the package carefully when it says that. Because other times, it'll come up and it won't say that. It'll just say nothing about rinsing the rice. And you want to rinse the rice to get the talc powder off. Okay, that's just to help prevent the rice from sticking together while it's in the package. Okay, don't rinse out Uncle Ben's rice. He doesn't like it, and he's prepackaged with food and stuff. Okay. And no, I'm not talking about Uncle Ben, that Spider-Man's dad was, uncle's was, whatever. Same thing with rice aroni, that San Francisco treat. Mixy. Okay. This is all gonna be like fast forwarded and fucking edited and probably voice overed. Rice is nice and cleared up. I'm gonna take the water I have already set off to the side. It's measured out for a cup and a half. And pour.
It is in there. Don't use the notches to measure your don't use your notches to measure the rice, because it'll be off. Just use the notches to measure out your water. And then once all that's done, once that's measured out, plug it in, cover it up, cook. All right, I'm gonna take the chicken. You could use a fork for this. It's actually a lot easier. Once again, medium heat, and the pan. I'll take a little bit of oil to prevent the chicken from sticking to the pan. And I'll reuse this thing to mix that up. Spread that out a little bit. Okay. Now what you're going to do with this, you take your fork, you're going to lay this out on the pan. You're going to spread this out. Now I'm going to lower the heat on this. Bring this down to a medium low. Now what you're doing with this is you're cooking it before you actually cook it, because if you don't, then you're going to have underdone chicken in your fried rice, and that's never a good, happy, fun thing. Okay. And all you're going to do is just move it around. Let it get done a little bit. Alright. This is what you want. You want all the sides to be white. Sometimes you can quote movies at it, TV shows, see what happens. You know, you can talk to it about Back to the Future. Tell about your daily life. Tell my day was good. I went to the store, bought things. You can realize that you're doing this as a your character is a pony, and you're saying crap. Ponies don't eat meat, and then you go and you say, I do. Anyways, while this is going, okay, because this was had raw chicken in it. Not going to use that again. This over. Yeah, another ramekin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chicken in there. Now, you don't want to let it sit too long, because if it sits too long, your chicken's going to actually be cooked completely. And, well, then it's going to be rubbery when you have it inside the... Actually, this seems like enough chicken for one person. Alright, so I actually did that good. This looks like enough for one person. That is enough for one person. Okay, so... You don't want to go too far with it. You don't want to go too long with it, because if you do, it's going to overcook, and then it's going to be rubbery. I do. And I do have the concentration of a god. Alright. So, over that, over that, over that, over that. Okay. This is good enough. Do not eat this chicken. For one thing, it's got no flavor. It's got no spices added to it. It's not fully cooked. Look, see? Not fully cooked. It's got some of that pinkish, clearish meat that chicken has. Onion down. It landed on the good side. It's saved. It's still good. It's okay. Let's talk a little bit too. Hey, what do you know? There's a bad guy on the roof of one of the buildings right next to our respawn point. Who would have thought it? Thank you, you're dead. Oh, that was close. That was close. You guys, you tried with your explosives and your booms. I ducked out of the way. Oh, shit, that didn't work. Alright, that was that. Alright. Like I said, it's enough for 2 people. Okay. Rinsing it also prevents it from being very sticky when you cook it. Alright, you don't want sticky rice when you make fried rice. All right, so we got our rice. Our chicken, our onions. We'll keep our oil ready just in case we need more. Salt and pepper. Soy sauce and the oil. We're going to use this oil. That should be all we need. Then we're going to use that soy sauce. That should be all we need. Okay. I'll have the full amounts in the description. Alright, so let it warm up again. And this is when we use a little bit more, not too much more. Okay. As I said, I left some of these onions in here. That's fine. Now I got it at a medium heat. All right. Half of the onion back in there. All right. Get it going again. Now the onion's already sauteed and cooked, so that's not going to take too long to take care of. Now, the next thing you're going to put in is going to be your chicken. All of the chicken. Okay. And then the rice is what's going to move a little faster. Okay. Get the rice in there, it's going to quell it a little bit. Lower heat. I'm going to mix it. Okay, let's get some of it moving around. Okay. The egg. No shells. The whole egg. Get it moving. I want the egg to spread out amongst everything. Don't be alarmed if the sizzling stops, your heat is still high enough. Okay. Soy sauce. Bring it as evenly as possible and be ready to add more if you feel you need to. You don't have to add salt and pepper. I like to. Okay. Mix! Mix, you fool! It might not look right to you at first, but keep going. Turn the heat up to a medium-high as you're mixing. Okay? It's going to be a little bit heavy. Okay. that wok like it owes you money. Okay. Now you could, if you want, add soy sauce to flavor at this point. Okay. It's actually almost there. Here, it's sizzling again. All right, you don't have to flip it. You don't have to flip it like that, at least. Get the rice moving. Keep it moving. Once you start to feel like one side's getting a little cooked up, remember, it is fried rice, so it has to get cooked a little bit on one side. Or the other, whatever. But keep it moving, all right? It's not going to get crunchy. It's not going to get horrible tasting and whatnot. All right? But you want it moving around on in your wok. Okay. Nice little slight sizzle. And you notice that all the crap that was stuck in there a while ago is no longer stuck there. Okay. If you want, you could add a little more salt and pepper. Okay. I'd say about a teaspoon total of between salt and pepper, just total, and that actually helped out a lot. It really does help out a lot with it. It gives it a nice good little zing. All right. Now I'm letting it sit because, like I said, the chicken doesn't get cooked when you have it in the first pan, because it might wind up getting a little rubbery, which is what you want to avoid. Now, if you want, you can crack open another pan, crack another egg, fry the egg completely over medium, okay, or over hard. Over hard is usually the best way, more traditional way of doing it. Over medium does give it a little extra flavor. Okay, and this is, try and push it together so I don't spill any. Let's have a clean pan. Don't forget to turn the flame off. And there you have it, the chicken fried rice. I hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed making it and eating it. It was delicious. Sorry for not being able to get the camera in the right position, or if this video was really too long. I'll be working with someone, if anything, to try and get it set up so that it works a little bit better. Or I'll also be getting ready to set up to ensure that I get this flowed a little better. All right, thanks for watching.